Hello everybody and welcome to a new series of this game I am playing. Guess what it is? It is Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I just did drum roll with my fingers there. We're going to be playing as Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson in this new video game series. I'm going to complete this game. I swear I am. I'm going to hit the new button. Start new game. Pretty sure I have all the controls worked out so far. I hope I do at least. So, I guess it's a frog. Oh, look at that. Frogware. A lot of people went into making this game. It's part of a series that came before it, but this is like the main one. This is, you know, the one that people have been waiting for. Testament of the series. So what do we have here? Sherlock Holmes, I guess. Did that kid just say booyah? Alright. Yeehaw. Is that like... what? This is weird. There's like brains in jars or something. What is that laugh? That's so creepy. I think that's John Watson's hat. Oh no. Is that a sword?
Ow! Ah! What's this?
I don't know.
No!
I seriously hope that's not how people think that kids walk.
La la la.
Oh look, it's Watson. Oh, it's a puppet. Oh look, it's like a whole thing. They have their face on it too. I guess this mom or dad or whatever is obsessed with them. That's really weird. Ah! I like how the subtitle is just like 1 second of an A and an exclamation point. Ooh! She has a sword in the background.
Oh look! It's a book!
That rhymed.
Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map.
I bet it is.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
I wish that I had seen through all your lies.
Start from the beginning.
Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle.
She thinks like me.
And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898, when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Is that said right? Is it Marquis? What did they say?
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson. And believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson.
Yeah,
there
Watson.
lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
Oh no.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
Yeah. Let's do this. Whoa! I control. Oh, look at this. Walk around to the desired location using WASD. Look at the broken showcase and click on it. Alright. Oh, this is awesome. Look at me.
This window was cut with a diamond. A
diamond?
clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
It's really weird. You always interact with less mouse left. After clue is examined, the icon will turn green. Please move Sherlock Holmes near the window. You should see 2 clue icons immediately. Okay. Oh, I do, Padawan.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Alright.
A mark, undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
How is he planning on escaping through a tiny hole? Go to the chimney. You will see a hand icon on the magnifying glass. Take it by clicking on it. A magnifying glass. Oh, I have a magnifying glass now. You can open your inventory by clicking the right mouse button. Whoa. We got matches, some pocket knife. What do we got here? I guess the dialect. It says nothing. It has nothing. This menu is not available. Whoa. I guess these are like badges that you can earn. What's this? Oh. Did I just change view? Oh. I'm just going back. There we go. You're near the piano. You see some music scores that are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory or directly in the game by scrolling your center wheel of your mouse. Use magnifying glass. Oh, I see. I'm scrolling this up. Use the magnifying glass on the scores near the piano. Yes, I will. There we go.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Let us. I want to get my magnifying glass in my hand. How do I do that? Oh! Magnifying glass.
Let us examine the...
I feel like I need to get it. Instructions, look for clues.
Let us examine the crumpled...
No, I don't. Is this a bug or something? Near the piano, some music scores. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory or directly in the game. Use a magnifying glass on the scores near the piano. These are the music scores, I believe.
Let us examine...
I don't have my magnifying glass in my hand, though. Let's try switching to something else first. And then... So, yeah, that's selected. Magnifying glass. Now, if I go over here...
Let us examine...
This is so weird. Do I need to let it play?
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Oh, I have to grab it. I feel like really dumb right now. Whoa, is that a handprint?
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are cut.
Press R or the middle mouse button to switch to first person. Whoa, use WASD or keep left mouse button pressed to move your character. Keep pressing L shift will make the character run. that's cool. Oh look, I'm running. Press R to switch and point to switch to point and click mode. The character just to move the character, just left click on the destination you want to reach. To run to the desired location, place double click. How do I do? Oh, am I not in the mode? Oh, there we go. Let's try to get him to run. Oh, sweet. By pressing space, you activate Sherlock Holmes' Sixth Sense. It will show you a hint not discovered.
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
Are there any prints? I don't like this mode that much.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface. A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier.
That's weird.
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
I feel like you don't say Marquis. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not even British, but...
Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window,
Yeah.
the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Good question.
Strange. There are some objects here that
Is
have
the
been
thief
knocked over.
Moriarty?
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
He would have done
Whoever
a better
pulled
job.
the cord would have had his feet
He
in the
wouldn't have
fire,
actually done
unless it was pulled before the fire started.
Oh.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
Dumb servants didn't know that there had been a theft.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
I just searched everything.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Okay.
These documents are not...
The Marquis...
Looked at that. Looked at that. Looked at all that. What didn't I look at? Is there anything else over here? Aha!
Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Probably. Anything else on the sofa? The ceiling? Ceiling looks quite nice. What about the chandelier? This window? Aha!
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
You don't say. Can I play the piano?
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Just making sure I didn't have to click every window. Aha!
The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it.
So they didn't open the chest. There's the cord that you pull to call the house server. Let's click on him now.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Pretty sure I pretty much searched everything that I see. I got the scores, got the anything else on the piano. Aha.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
So they escaped when the servants came in and there was a panic.
Mr. Holmes, you're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time.
I like how they've been
I
there
know
for
that
like 20
satisfied
minutes.
expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so. The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived.
No,
I don't know
but
how,
they didn't.
but there is no other way.
There is another way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
Nil for you.
I'm pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat.
like a clown.
As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
It's really
I don't
tiny.
know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
Monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
Wow.
The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained.
So what's only he could
The monkey
hear?
emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool,
Monkey view.
which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his
One dumb
diamond
monkey.
to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
Oh. It's one small monkey.
Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes. And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
What?
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid
'Cause you guys
insufficient
aren't,
attention to the
super
only
smart,
victim
you
of
know.
this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a
Goldfish.
poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he
Dummy.
leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Is he gonna stick his hand in there? Oh, of course he is. Jacket doesn't get wet or anything. Oh my gosh, it just came out from the aquarium. Looks about right.
Marquis, here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Look at
Thank
his
you so much,
mustache.
Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it with the box, and
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Okay. So it looks like there's
Sirs,
somewhere else
duty
to be.
calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
Well done.
there, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Let's do that.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
You're welcome. Whoa. Alright. This is gonna be a fun game. Oh, look at that. Look, that looks great, man. Looks pretty. I mean, it's not. He didn't even open his mouth.
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.